over the years, Ugandan parents have been, very, very, very careful when they are selecting or guiding their children when it comes to professions. And I remember a few years ago, if you weren't going to be an engineer, if you're not going to be a doctor, if you're not going to be a lawyer, a pilot, name it, you were not considered as someone who has a paying profession. Guess what? Things have been turning around, things have been happening, and we have seen a lot of controversial stories around these stories. So today we want to talk about nursing as a profession. We have so many young people that have joined the nursing schools, have become nurses, but wow, from the stories I have heard, there is a nightmare. There is a lot of good and bad things in the profession. And today we are unpacking that. And today we are unpacking that on the Perfect Human podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ronald once again, and this is the time you hit that subscription button. If it is your first time on this channel, you are a returning subscriber, we want to say we are here for simply real stories, real people, and real impact for the work that we do. Thank you. So if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so much for coming on this YouTube channel. The gang is 21 today. So we have 21 subscribers on this channel, and I believe it's going to be an amazing channel for us to learn, grow, but also have ourselves a chance to talk about things we don't get a chance to talk about elsewhere. Now, the perfect human today comes back with episode 2 of the Ugandan jobs. The Ugandan jobs, what are the challenges? Where would you go as professionals? And today I am back with the same professional who ran away from nursing and joined mobile money. And yet, when MTN made the changes, she made her mind and went back to nursing. So it's like you ran away from somewhere and then you thought you got greener pastures. You get there and things get worse, so you have to go back to where you came from. Yes, maybe people that are seeing you for the first time need to know your name, what you do, your profession, what did you study, everything. Tell us.
Yes, I'm Brenda. I'm a nurse by profession. Yes.
You're a nurse by profession?
Yeah.
So you went to school and studied nursing. Did you want to be a nurse, or someone told you when you become a nurse, there is going to be a lot of money in nursing?
No, like I used to admire them when they put on the uniform.
Hey, you just admire the uniform and then you went.
Yeah.
That's how people are going to end up admiring what? Like, for example, what profession do we admire so much? Like aeroplanes, like we admire people that work in the air hostess, the team that is like the cabin crew and all that. So people are going to end up going to do aviation, and yet we have like how many planes in Uganda?
Fewer chances of getting a job.
There are fewer chances of getting a job, yes, but you can try your luck. So for you, admire the uniform, and you said, yes, this is my profession, I have to go here.
Yes, and also what made me to go to this course, I remember one time I was in a certain hospital and they admitted my mother. Yeah. So she lacked blood, and we moved to the whole hospital. There is no blood, but blood can be there, but when you have a connection, that's when you get it. You
must have connection. Then what happens? Because usually they tell us to donate blood for free. Like I donate my blood almost every time. So, do you mean one day when I go to a hospital, I'll have to have a connection to have my blood back?
Sometimes it is like that, but if you have a good luck, you can get free
blood.
Cost, yes. Then also if you have a card, they can look for it, yes, if you've been donating blood.
So we must keep those cards. So
and you keep donating blood and save life. Okay. So my mother struggled because of blood. Then I moved around the hospital, the main hospital, regional hospital. There is no blood, and they had to go and bring blood from somewhere else. But that thing touched me so much, because these people, they preserve some blood for emergencies, for their emergencies. They preserve blood in the
main hospital for their emergencies.
Yes.
Was it not an emergency?
For you as a patient, you are not an emergency.
Really?
Also in a government hospital settings.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that is what made me to join nursing. And when I got there, things are not easy as you see.
Wait, before you get there. So, things are not easy as you see. Is it like a warning? When you get there, things are not easy as you see. You see, when I stroll through TikTok, sometimes when I'm watching a TikTok video, or when I go to hospitals, oh my God, I see nurses. I see wonderful nurses. And there was one comment I saw on TikTok. This is just a by the way. There's a very beautiful nurse. I think she was still in school. She posted a video of herself. Oh my God, she looked so cute. And then someone said, what happens to the nurses we see in schools are not the ones we meet in the hospitals? Where do the nurses we see in schools go? Because the one you meet at the hospital is a total opposite of what we see in schools. I don't know where those nurses go, but yes. So things get tough.
Yeah, things get tough, and we change. Your mind can change automatically.
Why?
Because if you're there at school,
yes,
you know you're going to come out and earn a very good amount of money. But if you come to the field, things are not. Things are not working out. But
why are so many people going to do nursing? Is it because it's cheap? Like it is the cheapest course you can do?
It's not a cheap course.
Really?
It is not.
It is more expensive than.
It is
than
expensive. Everything that you buy about to make those people is expensive. You buy their books, their what? It is expensive. Nursing is very expensive.
Like what would be like the lowest tuition you someone would ever pay for nursing?
2M.
2 million shillings.
If it is a starting institution.
Yes. Yeah. 2 million shillings.
2 million. Now you've not put the requirements, and the requirements are so expensive to buy.
So that's like the minimum you can pay. I don't know how many dollars are those. Maybe our editor will convert and put it for us. Yes.
And the problem is, and if you fail, the problem we have even itself is hard. You fail a paper, either they give you go back. If you fail like 2 papers and above, you can, if you fail one paper, you can go back and do it when you're continuing. Yes. If you fail a practical paper, you go home.
Oh my.
If you fail 3 papers, you go home because you failed.
So wait, it is very even after paying that money, when you fail, you go home.
And we have people who come and screen at school. When they see your documents are not rhyming, you go home even if you had paid for that. Yeah. You go home.
So basically it is like it is very stressful.
Yeah, very stressful. The practicals are like if you get an old woman in the setting when you my dear.
I was told that those old women are very bitter. What was your worst experience during this time?
My worst experience
with the old women. What happened?
It's when I went to do the interview to get my papers. The old woman asked me, do you want to go back to school? Do you want to go back for more 6 months? Or you want to answer my questions?
Oh my God.
But I was really giving a correct answer. But she wanted me to be bold and very strong. But anxiety is always there. Yeah. Because if you fail, you're going back for 6 months. And they have to attach you to a certain hospital. And they have to follow you up. So that thing could torture my mind. And that old woman, those people with the goggles, they can even decide just to take you back.
Now you are attacking me for putting on. No, but I'm not like that. Actually, people used to say that when you meet a nurse who puts on like these eyeglasses, you're done. Like you're done. You're doomed. That's like the end of you. You shouldn't go beyond that. But I think it is not the case, though.
It is.
So tell me about your experience, your whole experience after school. You graduated, you went through that, you didn't go back for those 6 months. What was your experience, especially when you come to the job market?
The problem we have when we come out is someone employing you, your boss, and someone promised you to give you that little one. Because nurses are paid little money in Uganda.
Nurses are paid little money?
Yes.
You pay 2 million in tuition and then you earn how much?
Some people are earning 150.
What do you mean?
In a drug shop.
Like 150 Ugandan shillings?
Yes.
A full nurse?
Hey. Then some are earning
maybe those are people. Maybe those are VHTs.
Not qualified. And someone is telling you that you have accommodation, and accommodation you're sleeping behind. Maybe you're selling a drug shop and I've partitioned it with plywood and you're sleeping behind, and they're telling you that you have accommodation and you get.
How do you survive with that money? Like, do you eat? What do you eat? What do you do?
sometimes they end up staying there during day. They don't eat, then they eat supper. And sometimes they can tell you,
you spend the entire day without eating.
Yes, they can tell you that I'm giving you 3,000 as allowance, your lunch. And now supper you look for use.
Wow.
Search for yourself.
Wow.
And 250 like that. We are arranging like that. And the problem we have, you can get that 150, and again someone doesn't want to pay you that 150 also.
Like at the end of the month, you don't get the salary.
Yes, but you're working and you're giving your boss the money, and the boss is not giving you the money.
Are those nurses still working?
They're working because they don't have where to
You think the nurses earning that much, that 150 right now out there?
They're there. Very many, very majority.
So where do they get the tuition to? Like parents sell land?
Parents, those who have land. And those who are working, they facilitate.
They pay for them.
And also, it is not all of us. Some people have been taken to the government schools, government hospitals, and they have connection.
What does it take for me to get a job at a government institute?
They put advert, and they want 2 nurses. And thousands of nurses apply.
Oh, so it's more like other professions. Like you put out an advert for a job, and they want 2 nurses.
They want
but thousands
are applying, and now the one with the bigger, huge money, you're the one who gets the job, and good connection and good money. You have to bribe. Because I have a scenario of a girl who sold land for the father. And told the father that I will get this land back, because we have those also. We have baferes. Yeah.
Like in the job market.
Yes.
They say they are going to
bring
connect
this
you.
million. The girl sold the land and took the money. Afterwards, she didn't get that job. She almost committed suicide.
Wow.
So things are hot
in the nursing space.
Yeah.
And you, when things got hotter, you decided to choose to go to mobile money.
And when they become hot the other side, you come back
to your profession. Oh my God, this is like one of the most prestigious professions every child ever wants to go. I want to be a nurse, I want to be a doctor. I mean, does that really cost that much for you to become?
Yeah, others are being raped by the nurses, are being raped.
From where?
From workplaces. The boss tells you, I have to give you a job, please. Do this. Yes.
And then they give you the jobs. Is that government or just?
Even not government, private facilities.
Wow.
Someone makes you to, and someone who is employing you is not a medical person. And again, when clients come.
Wait. There are people that run these clinics and they're not medical people.
Yeah. You can also open.
So you're you're just an investor.
Yeah. And someone who is supervising is the one who is registering for you. The
clinic.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you employ someone. So again, we have another challenge in the medical field.
Tell me.
That challenge is the biggest and the worst challenge. We have bosses who are not in the medical field, but they cover themselves and put on those lab coats.
Hey.
And they sit there.
So they sit like doctors.
Yes. And when clients come, I want to doctor, I want to the other doctor. They leave you with a profession, and they go to the other one who is not a profession. And what they are always prescribing outside there is Surf and quinine. Those are the 2 drugs they know. Yes.
So there are higher chances of me walking to a clinic or a facility, and then that guy I meet there in that suit and how are they called? Overcoats or what?
The clinical coats.
The clinical coats is not a medical profession.
There are very many. Wow. And they are busy treating people, by the way.
How do they learn how to treat?
They learn how to cannulate. Even you can learn. Cannulating is not a big deal. Or they can hire someone and you always cannulate for them and they tell you that that person is the one to order you, please give quinine. And you are
what does quinine do? Is that like a medicine?
It's for malaria. And they only know Surf because Surf is for what? For antibacterial. It works on gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Yes. So they know that one is a broad spectrum.
It will heal by all means.
Yes. So they use Surf and quinine.
Oh my!
They use 2 drugs at ego. And so you will not have any complaint. If you have malaria, quinine will work. If you have this other Surf will work.
Wow, is that like the whole market we are experiencing?
In Uganda, we are not okay.
That's terrible.
We are not okay. So that's why you don't trust everyone that you get there.
So many times, because sometimes when I go to a hospital or I go to a medical center, they will tell me pay for consultation. Are there chances that the guy I'll meet inside there is actually not a medical profession?
There. Yes, because let me say my husband was working in a certain hospital, and the guy could sit in the clinical room, and when patients come,
he's one seeing them.
Bring them here, and he just left their job because he was now as a what? Everyone comes, I want to the other, and because he was big, the stomach was there, and he looked like a real doctor.
Oh my God.
So in a medical field, just know things are not okay.
Oh my God, these are stories that never get out there.
They are there.
Yeah, but I think all of us would have been a victim, but I think this is something that is so hard for you to know that this is not, because these people are very eloquent. Many times when you meet them and you're talking to them, you never even get to ask for their certificates.
Yeah.
So they will tell you, they will diagnose you. Maybe they have mastered how to use the pressure machine, the blood pressure machine.
The signs.
They know the signs. They know the symptoms.
You have headache, that is typhoid. You have coldness and you feel dizzy, that is malaria, and they just give you treatment. They just get your sample, they take to the lab, and they leave it there. They come back for a moment, they sit, they come and give you the results.
Oh my. Oh. So tell me that aside, how do medical workers, especially nurses who are working in such an environment, manage to hold themselves together amidst all the mental health challenges associated with the field?
By the way, nurses are suffering. They're suffering mentally. Sometimes you go to the hospital and they're not in a good mood. Just, things are not okay. Because how can you work for 3 months, they're not paying you, and yet you're even earning a lower salary? And they're not paying you for 3 months or 2 months. And someone is telling you, I will pay you. And someone pays you maybe 1 month and tells you that next week I will pay you. And again, it keeps you quiet. And you are also there while looking for another chance somewhere. So
imagine you are a nurse. You are working in that environment. 3 months no pay. You go to look for a job, and when you get there, the person interviewing you is not even a medical person.
Yes.
And then perhaps maybe you don't know, to get that job you must give your body or something like that. And then maybe you give it, then the same job again, you're not getting paid.
You're not getting paid after some time.
Then maybe you're married. How are you handling marriage? Night shifts?
That is not marriage. That is not marriage. That is just playing around with you.
No, I mean, if you're a nurse, for nurses if you're married, how do you handle?
If you're married, of course, you just leave. You just quit, and you go back home. You
quit nursing.
Yes. You quit. We have nurses who are working in mobile money, who are working in shops, who are working selling clothes. So we have nurses outside there.
Maybe I'm going to look for a nurse who is not practicing the profession, and they tell us why they left saving lives for business, for them to start doing business. I'm going to look for a nurse. Yes, I want to know, how do you handle your mental health to make sure that you're in the right shape?
That's why you find them sometimes clubbing, taking alcohol. They're trying to relieve themselves from stress.
Do you take?
I don't take.
How do you handle?
I pray.
You pray?
Yeah.
Prayer works?
I sing.
You sing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just sit there and start singing and handle the stress.
Yeah. And I look for other options, by the way. Nurses don't only be in the medical field, but also try your best. Try what you can outside there. If it means setting another business that can support you. If you have money, your parents have money, open up yours.
What happens to those that really don't have the money? Maybe have even been on a sponsorship.
They have to go and work and look for that 100.
You have to look for that 100. So, lastly, what do you have to tell the people that are watching us? Maybe young people that are going back to school or are probably thinking of choosing a career. Well, what would you want to tell them?
I want to talk to those who are choosing careers. Choose it wisely, because these days Uganda, or maybe not even only in Uganda, things are not okay in profession wise. Things are not okay, but choose a career when you want it, because sometimes if you want something, however hard it can be, you can still survive in that profession. So don't limit yourself. Go for that course, do it, upgrade if you can. If you have the money, upgrade. Yes. Then also you can open up yours. We see the scenario of you going to volunteer after your what? You can volunteer, but volunteering for 2 years when you're not getting anything is also another problem.
Another thing, yeah.
So just go out and work hard, but don't be proud that I am a nurse, I cannot do this. Please put the proudness aside and stand. Look for where you find there is a way for getting money. Stand there. Gata.
So, gata. But I think, how are you going to protect other young nurses from all these things you've said? Because I also ever had a scenario where these young nurses fresh from school go to these hospitals for school practice, and they find some doctors posing as in charges and all that, and they take advantage of them, take their money, use them, stuff like that. What should you advise young nurses?
Nange, those things are there. That's why some people, we have that saying that nurses, they don't get married. Yeah, just because of situation. Sometimes it is situation, but nurses are married. They are there. They are in marriage.
Sometimes they just choose not to get married.
Yes.
Because the situation is.
Yeah, and they just decide to just be there. From one job to another, you jump from this side to the other side. That's why most nurses are going out to Saudi Arabia to go and work for 1.5. But imagine a nurse leaving Uganda to go to a foreign country to go and work for 1.2 actually, 1.2, 1.1 as a medical assistant.
Yeah. But isn't it profitable to go out and work abroad and work?
Nange, me going out, I rather struggle in Uganda. And I live my free life.
When you talk about stories of people who have gone to work abroad, oh my God, I have very many emotional stories.
Yeah.
Imagine someone invested 6 million shillings to travel to go and work abroad.
Yes.
And they have 6 siblings in Uganda plus a mother.
And every time the salary is just going.
Now, every time salary hits, she has to pay school fees, pay for rent. Someone is sick. There's always someone who is sick. And so she is 2 years into her contract with zero balance. And she's afraid that after the contract, she's going to return to Uganda with nothing. And
they decide to leave the contract, not to come back, and they go and hustle. They escape from those houses. They go and hustle. That's where they find death.
So very many times, that's how they escape.
Yeah.
Go look for greener pastures. In the process, some of them find themselves in hard situations where they maybe even have to sell their bodies, where they have to exchange their bodies for money, where their passports have to be confiscated. My God.
And some are deported.
So like you come back to Uganda with nothing.
And you also fear to come back because you know they will laugh at you. But this one went abroad, came back empty-handed.
Oh my God. But also Ugandans, please be very careful. If someone is sending you and trusting you with their money, please make sure that you use their money rightly. We have nurses who are struggling. They are abroad, they're in Saudi, they're in Oman, they're in Turkey. But when they send back their money back home, you guys are eating money like there's no tomorrow. You are busy in bars enjoying.
Educating their children.
And some men are even busy marrying other wives with the money from their
former money. Please. So Uganda is not easy. It's not for the weak.
Yes.
Let's work. Let's do other businesses. Do it. Even if you feel shy to do it, do it.
Do it.
If it means carrying banana on your head, carry
it.
As long as you get money.
As long as you don't meet KCC.
And now, by the way, Uganda. Now KCCA is there. I don't know.
Hey, so you're going to be. I don't know how you're going to survive, but regardless. Yeah. We move. So, guys, we want to say thank you so much for watching this program. Thank you so much for following us on this YouTube channel. And please, I know she's going to post clips on TikTok. Please make sure that you follow from those, and then you'll be able to get to the main video. Just, we are the perfect human 256. And so we shall be able to be sharing with you these stories and let you know that there are still more that you can learn from it. You have a story that you want to tell, we welcome you to be part of this podcast. Simply inbox us, leave us a comment saying, I want to be part, and we shall be welcoming you on the podcast to tell us about your story. Thank you so much. Thank you. You have any last things you want to tell other people also? Thank
you so much, my viewers, my followers. Please go to our YouTube channel and also subscribe. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. Ciao.